morning, everybody. How are you? The devilishly handsome Ian Dixon. Good morning, sir.
Shut up, for fuck's sake. Jesus.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show, Rise Up Show with me, your host, Danny Wallace. I'm resplendent today in my Wonder Woman, sweatshirt. I am feeling ready to hit up Monday and hit up this week like a boss. How are you all feeling? Are you all good? Get in here, come and have a cuddle. Good morning. It is Monday. I just want to make sure, can you hear me all right? Like, we've got a new setup going on. There's some exciting things that are happening this week, right now, even beginning today. My top is freaking going. Got it from the Asda's, didn't I? If you're watching in America, that's a Walmart. But yeah, I got it from the Asda's ages ago. Got it last year and I absolutely love it. It's dead comfy. And I'm feeling dead snuggly. It's dead cold outside. I'm all set up for the week. Me and Deep Bajwa are just about to drop something ace. It's not going to be this Mike Jojo. Absolutely not. Can we all give a huge shout out to our gorgeous Jojo Smith from Creative Sass, who is running her sweets retreat with Rosie Wood this week. Huge congratulations on pulling everything together. I know it started with an idea back in March and now it's here, which is really exciting. You and all of your delegates can have just the best time. I can't wait to see the pictures and see what's happening and see how it all unfolds for you. Retreats are some of my favorite things to do. We have the most breakthroughs. As you know, lots of us went away just last week to Barcelona and really just held space. It was a retreat that just held space, which was really, really lovely. There are some things that I'm going to be sharing with you over the course of today. I feel like, I kind of want to tell you, but I can't tell you until Deep's here. So I'll have to wait until Deep's back off the school run and we're all ready to press go live on everything. So keep your peepers peeled through today. We are going to be sharing you officially as we drop the Amplify Mastermind. What is it all about? I can't wait to tell you. We've been working on it for some time now. I can't wait. The doors are going to open today. We will be kicking off in January. I'm not telling you any more than that. But you are going to want to be amongst it if you are wanting to generate cash monies in your business. If you are wanting to make sales, if you are wanting to amplify your message and amplify your results, you are going to want to be a part of this. So we're going to share with you more information over that. Over the course of today. Today's the day that you are going to find out about it. And I cannot wait to share with you all. So I'll be dropping it into my emails. I'll be dropping it across the socials. Me and Deep will be doing some lives about it. Cannot wait. I'm hanging out the back of my car with pink bits and What's a chaffing dish? Chafing dish? Chaffing dish? What's one of them? That sounds uncomfortable. Leaving shortly, the Quantock Hills are going to be alive with Sass. They absolutely are. Who's watching along this morning? Come and say good morning. Come and get in here. Give us a cuddle. Happy Monday to you, Amy Blaney. We've got Diane Ivory who's watching along this morning. So this setup here. Good morning, Fiona, one of our phenomenal speakers at the forthcoming Be Inspired, which is on the 31st of March, 1st of April. Really, 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 really exciting stuff going on. This is one of them. Like, why have I got a new setup? In fact, I kind of want to show you my desk. Like, for those that know me, will know that my desk sometimes. I'm just making all the final tidy ups before I show you. I don't want to show you and then embarrass myself. Sometimes my desk gets like it's a little bit like the outward manifestation of my brain. In that, it ends up being a bit of a mess sometimes. But now that Wallace has installed all this new awesome equipment, this week I am going to be recording with Audio & Co. My audiobook. So hundreds of you have been asking me for the audio version of my book, I Am the Queen Bee, How I Overcame Self-Sabotage to Fly. Anyway, can I do it in audio? And the answer is yes. I'm recording it this week. It's going to take us some hours. We're going to get it right. I'm going to get the energy just right for you all. I'm going to make sure that it's the best quality I could possibly give you. There'll be some updates and some revisions as a part of the book as well. I'm going to release it on my happy birthday, which is on the 29th of December. So pop that in your diaries as a little marker for the new year. To see you into the new year is to listen to how to overcome self-sabotage, get out of your own way and get ready to hit up 2022 right. You're going to want to get amongst it. So I'm very, very excited to share that with you. Hang on. These are chaffing dishes. Chaffing or chafing? Catering dishes, hot plate dishes with burner and gel lamps. I see. Can we give Mel Gizzy a shout out? Her OMG book. Does it? Is it today? Her OMG Fabulous book launch is today at 1 p.m. That is very, very exciting. Mel Gizzy is one of our Be Inspired speakers. She is absolutely phenomenal. Her brand, OMG Fabulous, is going to be incredible. Not her brand, her book, sorry. Go and check it out. Go and check Melanie Gizzy out. Her book is out today at 1 o'clock. What else is going on? Tell me, you lot. Let's catch up. What is going on for you guys? I've told you what's going on for me. We're doing some recording. We're going to be here's the next thing I want to tell you. We're going to be putting the show over onto Spotify and your favorite podcasting platform. So that is really, really exciting. We are moving the show. No, we're not moving the show. The show's staying where it is, but we're also going to give those of you that love a podcast the opportunity to catch up with the show via the podcasting platforms. So you don't have to scroll through Facebook. You can just go to your favorite podcasting platform, put my teeth back in, and you can catch up on the Show Up, Wise Up, Rise Up show there. That's going to be really exciting. So that's going to be coming up towards the end of this week. You'll be able to catch some of our shows retrospectively. We're going to see what the sound quality is like previously, but now we're really wired for good quality sound now. Hopefully this is going to make things even better. So that is what else is coming up. Oh, this is exciting. Last night, Rachie Bell won a spot on the Female Energy Guide course with our gorgeous Nikki Kinsella. Congratulations. That is amazing. Who else have we got watching along this morning? Helen Louise Adams. How are you, my darling? She's feeling just awesome. Good. I'm glad you're feeling awesome. So it's Monday. The format of the show is this. On a Monday, we share our intentions together. We set ourselves up for success right at the beginning of the week. If we look at the show, it's called the Show Up, Wise Up, Rise Up show. How do we know where to show up, who to show up for, if we don't set it as an intention? So I want to know from you, what are your intentions for this week? What is going to make this week a win for you? Give us a holler back and let us know in the comments. I would love to know so we can cheer you on. If you're not in the IATQB Hive, which is my free community group, head on over there. Come and tell us about it. I would love to know what it is that you're focusing on so we can get our pom-poms out and cheer you along. On a Wednesday, we've got Wise Up Wednesdays, where we'll be sharing incredible expertise from incredible guests. And then on a Friday, we jump back in together and we celebrate the things that we've achieved, whether that's been a multi-million-pound launch or whether you've managed to brush your teeth every day this week. Results are subjective, right? But we share them together. Helen, I want to fill my signature program and the mini version too. You have absolutely got this, Helen. I've got no doubt you're going to do good. Amy, okay, so official move date is a week tomorrow. I know how much this means to you. I'm so excited, Amy. We are practically packed and cleaned, so feeling good. I'm glad that that is the case. Congratulations. What else are we up to? My actual real life big sister Hannah has signed up for the Female Energy Guide course this week. I actually cried a peed glitter. I'm sure you did. Pure joy. It is always amazing when we see people from we show up here all the time, right? For those of us that are regular for the show, those of us that are regulars in the IATQB community, we already know the benefit that being a part of this community has, right? But as soon as we see like other people, new people coming on in and coming to get amongst it, there's such a joyous feeling because you know what's just around the corner from them. You know how good they're going to feel. You know how expansive their lives are going to get. You know how they're going to be amplifying just their souls. Like I love it. I dig on it. I can't wait to see everything that unfolds for your sister Hannah, because I know she is amazing. Amy, new cake design dropping on the 29th of December. I love that. I can't wait to see it. So yeah, what are your intentions this week? What is going to make this week a win for you? It was a full moon on Friday. A full moon. If anybody follows the energies of the moon, if anybody's a little bit woo like that, you will know that. Or if you follow me and the things that I do around kind of cyclically intention setting. Yes, we do it every week, but actually I take a minute to sit down and really work on my intentions and what I'm releasing, what I'm welcoming in every couple of weeks with the new moon and with the full moon. I am of the way of thinking that if it's snake oil, I'm going to take the snake oil. If it's a placebo, I'm going to take the placebo. If it works, then brilliant. I'm all in for it. But I've got a little list of things here that I have been manifesting, things that I've been focusing on. And actually, as I look down this, I'm not showing you everything that's on this list, but if I look down this list, these things are starting to come to fruition. And sometimes these things that I write down as part of my, I don't know, intention setting, manifestations, whatever the F you want to call them, sometimes they come to fruition in the seemingly most unusual and unlikely of places. So there are things around, for example, national media. And then on Friday, was it Friday? It feels like a lifetime since Friday. Your girl was in the national media. There was a huge piece in the Sun over my story. It wasn't just one of them kind of 2 or 3 minute reads. It was like a 9-minute read. That really went into, the story of how I came to create IATQB, some of my backstory, some of the stuff that I've not really told before. And it never fails to, I guess, feel a little bit emotional when I read back through these articles. And there have been a number of these articles now. When I read back through these articles and see just how far we've come, it's insane. Helen, yeah, it's because you let go of the how. Big Key loved your article too. Super inspiring. Thank you so much. It was a big one. And I had all of the feelings that come with the fear of visibility as well, which is very unusual for me because your girl's the queen of visibility, right? Like I'm turning up all the time. I'm turning up every day as best I can. And actually, because it was such a big piece and it was so personal, I did have a few of them. Oh, do I really want to be sharing this? Am I opening myself up to all sorts here? And the answer is yes, I am. But articles like that help people more than the few people that sit underneath the bridge, the trolls, right? Like the people, I've already been inundated with tens and tens of messages saying, oh, I've read your article, I've come across you in the I've read the article, I've come across you in the paper. It wasn't on the paper, it was online. And it was so inspiring and really showed me just what it is that I can achieve. Thank you so much for sharing it, because I feel at the moment like I'm in the pits of despair and there's no way out. And seeing that you've come through that and on the other side of that really shows me that I'm able to do that too. That is worth far more to me than some old guy. Generally it's a guy at the end of his keyboard feeling a bit angry at his life and how it's all turned out, saying, what would you do? You know what I mean? It's with visibility, it's a funny old thing, and a lot of you will feel this, and I work with many of you on this on the regular, especially as part of Be Inspired Speaking, Take It to the Stage, and all of the ensuing PR. We work with Joe Swan as part of the team and all of this sort of stuff. And a lot of the fear sits around, what are other people going to, I got an itchy nose this morning. I'm not a fiend of any description. I just got an itchy nose. Apparently it means I'm going to have a fight with someone. I'm not going to have a fight with anybody. But we get these visibility fears of what are other people going to think of me. What if I share my story? What if the people that are involved in the story kind of come through and start to be unkind? And I've really had to go back to the things that I teach and remind myself, if the people who were not kind to me wanted me to tell a nicer story, they should have been kind to me in the first place, right? If you want people to tell nice stories about you, be fucking nice. That's the first one. That's what I want you to remind yourself if you're sharing these kinds of stories. And of course, we've had to make sure that, legally everything is bound and everything is safe. And I'm sure in the knowledge that, legally we are all totally tied up where that's concerned. But it doesn't stop it being triggering. It doesn't stop, the gate potentially being opened to discomfort and what have you. And so what? Because it helps more people than it does hurt me. And that was what I had to really remind myself. Amy, it's difficult sharing an honest, deep story, but if that story only helps one person, then it's worth it. Your article was amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you to Josie at the Sun as well, who handled it so deftly and with lots and lots of kindness and love. Morning, Bridge. How are you? Loved reading your article. Thank you so much. Thank you. It was a real piece. It wasn't, there's no fluff in there. There's no extra bits in there. Things did happen like that. And it is always, like I say, it's maybe a timely reflection for me to consider that when people become more visible and start to share their story, that they do. And actually right now, a lot of my Be Hearders and the people that are on Be Inspired right now, I've asked them to do what's called a story finder, which is writing down everything that's happened to and for them. That's a lot. And when you start to revisit those things, you start to sort of maybe pick it. Sounds disgusting, but bear with me the thought. It's like picking at a scab a little bit and seeing if it's still uncomfortable or if it's ready to be flicked away, right? And it's just a real timely reminder, I think, that the reason why I'm sharing this story, the reason why I'm sharing what I do, the reason why I share it in the way that I share it on such a national and global scale is because who am I? If I'm able to do this and I'm good at doing this, who am I not to if it means that I get to help somebody? And it's not about me helping somebody, it's about just that person being helped. So taking my ego out of it and thinking, oh, do you know what? The visibility thing it's scary getting visible. Cried most of the weekend. Who is this? Who needs a cuddle? Who needs a cuddle? Don't cry over weekend. Come and tell me that that's how you're feeling. I don't want anybody crying all weekend. Flipping heck. It is scary getting visible. However, when you allow yourself to understand that your stories could be somebody else's survival guide, and in my particular case it suddenly becomes really powerful, and it becomes daft for you not to. Mel, oh, you daft sausage. Mel, your book's out today at 1:00. You can't be getting upset. You've got to get excited because you're going to absolutely. Can we just give Mel some love? She's joined us this morning. Please give her some love. Go and check out her book, OMG Fabulous. It's released at 1 p.m. today. Very, very exciting. Honestly, Dan, it makes me so proud and grateful to know you. You'll lead the way and inspire others to be brave and step out with their stories. So powerful. Thank you so much, Jojo. And I know that, working with Jojo, telling her story in the way that she did wasn't something that she considered doing before. And now she does it, and she does it regularly, and she really owns herself. And that's just one person. And so me telling my story and you telling your story and amplifying your message is really, 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 really important if you want to be making a difference, if you want to be helping the people that you want to help. And that's what I had to kind of bring myself back to this morning. So not this morning, over the course of the weekend. I did a gig on Friday, and that was a real, what's the word? Reminder on how precious life is. The family that I was singing for is a family that I've sung for on a number of occasions pre-COVID. So there's an elderly couple, and they were celebrating one of their big anniversaries. They've been together for many, 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 many years, and the family had employed me to perform for them as part of their big family celebration. The fabulous big family, just wonderful, wonderful people. And then I was invited back to come and celebrate the gentleman's 86th birthday. And then sadly, during COVID, he passed away, which was really, really sad. And I mean, obviously, this is something that happens to every family. And this family in particular is really, really lovely. But they invited me to come back and sing because they weren't able to have. So this lovely big family who were used to celebrating together together very often, found its the patriarch, the king of their family passed away, and they weren't able to celebrate his life. And they're great celebrators, they're phenomenal humans. They weren't able to do that, and I was really sad for them at the time. And I remember when his daughter, George's daughter, got in touch with me and said, will you come and sing our family celebration to celebrate coming to the end of the end of lockdown, we can be together again, and also celebrate the life of my dad, George. And I was like, yeah, absolutely, of course. So I went out and sang on Friday night, really local gig, which was dead nice, proper back to my roots situation. But what was really lovely is to see family start to come together again. And George's wife, who also is elderly, to see her with her family, and her family just love on her. And she found some of it a little bit overwhelming sometimes, but actually just to be a part of that really made me remember the beautiful parts of being a gigging singer. Going into December feels a little weird because actually right now, so on this day right now, kind of, are we on the 22nd of November, something like that, would be hitting actual peak time as a performer. So huge love to all the performers out there. You'll probably still be in bed if it's this time on a Monday morning. Monday mornings were normally I am just going to sleep the weekend off. Because it's when you're gigging, and you're gigging quite a lot, especially during the Christmas period, you just hurtle into burnout. I used to limp in on Christmas Eve, having done back-to-back gigs for about 5 to 6 weeks prior to actual Christmas. So it had been Christmas for about 5 or 6 weeks beforehand. And I just kind of got a little bit of a taster of that. And it's so strange going into December not. So I've only got a few gigs in December, and they're gigs that are real heart gigs that I kind of wanted to honor. So yeah, that's been a real strange thing getting my head around. What about you guys? How does it feel this year for you? Who's a bar humbug? Who's not ready to talk about Christmas yet? And who's got the tree up already? I went to the range yesterday. Well, I went a couple of weeks ago, and I bought decorations for my banister, which I'm dead excited about. I bought a wreath for my door, which is now up on the outside. The street that I live on now, I've now started to put their lights up. So I've got to go and get some lights now, aren't I? Because then I'm going to get robbed. So we're going to put our lights up in the next week, and then the tree's going to go up before the end of the month. Where are you guys at with the whole Christmas situation? How are you feeling about Christmas this year? I'm interested. I have got my box of Christmas goodies here ready. If anybody watched the show last year, or indeed who has followed me throughout the years, will know I get a bit giddy in the run up to Christmas. So I've got lots and lots and lots of little Christmas dressy up bits and pieces in readiness for the countdown to Christmas here on the show as well. So if you are watching sort of retrospectively on the podcast, you won't be able to see, but I've just showed everybody all of the glasses and headbands and all sorts of things. Sarah Park's feeling bar humbug. Oh no! Fiona is saying, normally I don't start Christmas until after my birthday, end of November. I'm getting more jolly as the years go by. Life's too short and all that. Right? And I'm feeling that. And I think last year as well, Christmas started really early for a lot of us last year because we were so bloody fed up. Does anyone remember that last year? Like now is sort of, we were getting peak Christmas situations. Check out Lindsay's The Fierce Fat Females Mums Wreath, sassy AF. We will have to make a note of that, you guys. The Fierce Fat Females Mums Wreaths. Where do we find that? Lindsay, the Fierce Fat Female. Do we just search the Fierce Fat Female? Is that what we do? We'll have to find a link, share it in the hive. How y'all feeling about Christmas? I'm excited. I can't wait. I was gonna put my little Christmas puds on today, but I'm digging on my little crystals still. And I love buying stuff from you guys if you make stuff. So we're going to do some marketplaces in the hive so you can share your wares in the next week or so you can start, we can support each other over the Christmas period. If we can shop local, let's shop local. Oh, is it Lindsay McGlone? Get out. Oh, her mum, the Fierce Fat Feminist. Now I know who you mean. Go and check out Lindsay McGlone's mum's wreaths. That's it. You can find Lindsay, Rolling with Lindsay on Instagram. No doubt she'll be sharing stuff on there. I'm Bar Humbug Pixie. 365 days a year. We can still be friends because I love you. I'm not against people enjoying it, but I can't stand Christmas music. I can't stand the materialistic madness, and that's coming from a shop. I can't stand it being pushed in people's faces. People forget it's a hard time for a lot of people. Starting shoving Christmas in people's faces in November just starts people struggle earlier. How do we get through that? Do we start to like open it up and say, you know, if you struggle at Christmas, holler, oh, my itchy nose is doing me. Maybe me and Pixie can have a fight about Christmas. I don't think we are. I don't think me and Pixie could ever have a fight. But totally get what you're saying. And it is all the pastimes are a struggle for lots of people in lots of different ways. And I think it's just being, I'm here for it. I'm like, light me up in a wreath and like light me up. That's what I'm here for. But I totally understand that lots of people have difficulty. Hey, wait a sec. Hang on. What's happening on the 28th of December? Tree not up yet, but it'll be up by the end of the month. Try not to freak out that I'm 40 this year, but you know life begins. Well, life's about to begin. Oh, yes. On the 28th, your birthday's the day before mine, Rachie. I love it. Happy birthday for then. But yeah, I wonder if it's just a case of consistently putting out the messages as a community and saying, hey, you might find Christmas a little bit of a struggle, but we're going to send you some big love and some big cuddles and all of that sort of stuff. I don't know. We can't get it right for everybody. I fucking love Christmas. I can't wait to share it with everybody. Christmas hasn't been the same since Mum died. Yeah, I get that, Sarah. I totally get that. See, this is why on Christmas Day last year, I actually ended up doing, I did a show because I knew there'd be some people that would be waking up on their own or people that would be waking up in isolation. So we actually did a show on Christmas Day last year. If we're talking birthdays, I'll be 42 on the 15th of December. Flipping out, who's got a birthday in December? Where's my Christmas babies at? I tell you what, mine is smack banging Twixmas and it's shit. That's why I'm bringing my book out. That's why I'm bringing me my audio book out on my birthdays. Just sort of a, hey, we're celebrating, but let's like not celebrate me and celebrate you guys and download the book. But yeah, Twixmas is a funny old time for having a birthday. I kind of wish my mum had just told me that I were born in July and then I've done with that big party in July. 27th for me, Grandma Day. What's Grandma Day? Is that when you became a grandma? Your 40th was in January during lockdown. Oh, we've got to celebrate this year then, right? So yeah, that's just musings today, you guys. So keep your peepers peeled for me and Deep Badger, who are going to be dropping the Amplify Mastermind imminently today. You can find more out about it. There are lots of masterminds out there on the market right now. Some are the most phenomenal things to get amongst. Ours is equally phenomenal. Make sure you're choosing the right one that's for you. This one is results based. Where we're going to be looking at sales and messaging, how you move the two together to amplify everything within your business. So we will be looking directly at results within your business within the first 6 months of 2022, kicking off in January. So we are results seeking straight away as a part of our mastermind. So please do let me know if you want to know more about it. Holla, get in my inbox. But we will be dropping that later on today. So keep your peepers peeled on the emails. Keep your peepers peeled on my socials. We will be dropping that a little bit later on. All right, my darlings, have the most phenomenal week. Have the most phenomenal Monday. Get that energy right. Start out as you mean to go on. I know it might feel a little bit sluggish. Thank you to those of you that watch the show regularly and listen to the show regularly. And I hope that it helps you feel that little bit more jiggy heading on up into the week. I am a bundle of energy this week. So if you need some, like, I have energy to spare this week. Like, I am here delivering it for you down the airwaves, into your ears, onto your eyes, into your hearts. I love you. Have a wicked week, and I'll see you all later. Take care. Ciao.